Our next story was a bit of a relief to me because I've always had this feeling that babies really enjoy staring at me. My weird running theory is that it's because I'm tall, but that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, if you look different enough from all the other people that they've looked at, maybe that's true.
I don't know, but the thing that's kind of weird is, have you ever noticed that when they are staring at you, they don't blink?
Oh yeah, I've definitely noticed that.
Yeah, so there's a reason for that.
Whoa.
And it's not just you and me that are noticing this. As it turns out, babies really do blink way less than adults do. One study from 1979 found that adults tend to blink about 10 to 15 times per minute, while the youngest babies blink a little less than twice a minute. After infancy, the rate of blinking gradually speeds up until a kid turns about 14 years old, and that's when they start to blink at about the same pace as grown-ups. But here's the thing. No one quite knows why this is. There are a few hypotheses on the matter, though, so let's get into those. One is that smaller eyes need less lubrication. That would seem to make sense, because one of the main reasons you blink in the first place is to keep your eyes moisturized. The problem with this idea is that it's pretty much been disproven. A 2011 study found no relationship between the number of times a bunch of 4-month-old babies blinked with the amount of exposed surface area in their eyes. So let's move on to the second hypothesis, which says that a baby's brain is too busy to bother with blinking. The basic idea is that because the babies are so new to the world, they're super interested in what's going on around them. That means babies are extremely focused on everything, and their brains are working hard to take in all that info. As a result, blinking is a mere distraction. Adults also blink less when they're intensely focused on something, so there's a fair amount of promise to this idea. There's one other leading hypothesis, though, and that relates to brain development. Believe it or not, how much you blink is linked with your brain's levels of dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter that helps brain cells communicate with one another. As a result, blink rate has been used in adults to help identify certain medical conditions, like Parkinson's disease and schizophrenia, which are linked with having too little or too much dopamine, respectively. A baby might blink less because the dopamine system is still developing in their brain. While the technology is not quite there yet, some hope that by observing blinking in babies, we might be able to predict their risk of dopamine-related conditions like ADHD. And that's why all this matters. Knowing why babies blink less isn't just a trivial fact researchers are curious about. It could have serious medical implications. Hopefully someday we'll know for sure. But for now, your best bet when a baby stares at you is just to smile back, make a funny face, and polish up your peekaboo skills.